We just got back from Disneyland, and let's just say we ended up bringing back a lot of stuff. Just had an incredible week at Disneyland. Had an absolute blast, and of course, when you go someplace, you end up buying things. We went on a really tight budget. We had 5 of us. Things just kept happening over the course of the week where somebody would come up and give us money, or we ended up having another blessing. Long story short, we ended up with a lot more spending money than we had ever actually anticipated, and it allowed us to do a lot more shopping than we thought we would. We still didn't go hog wild. We were able to be really blessed. I'm so grateful to everybody who helped and contributed, because you really did bless us in a major, huge way. But I wanted to show off everything we brought home, because we did bring home a pretty good amount. Keep in mind, I'm actually going to be splicing in what our friends brought home, so you're going to see a couple other clips from them. But what I'm going to show you personally is from 3 different adults, plus our other 2 friends and everything they've got, and we actually have a couple things that aren't quite here yet. So I'll talk about those as well. So hey, let's check all this stuff out. So I actually managed to get this stuff pretty much all spread out on my table. Make it a little easier to see. So we'll kind of dig in a little bit here. So these 3 big bags, you're probably looking at going, what on earth? This is actually all from Oogie Boogie Bash. And when you start looking at it, it is all candy. There are some chips in there. There is a couple other bags. But that is basically our Oogie Boogie Bash haul. And yes, there is a lot of it. I actually have a bunch of apples, carrots, and grapes too, which I'll post a picture of here. And I left those in the fridge of our hotel on the way home. Oops. So, yeah, gotta love when you do that. But I kept a couple of the bags, I kept the wristbands, and of course you know that I'm really big into brochures, so there is all of the brochures I brought home. Those are the Disneyland maps, these are the Oogie Boogie ones, and then the rest of this is just all sorts of other brochures from the area that I grabbed. It's sad being addicted. Found a Autopia trading card, which I picked up. My photo pass from when we were there. Yes, I do keep even those things. And then the seat cushions. These are actually really cool. We did the Blue Bayou Fantasmic dinner package, where you have a reserved spot to sit for Fantasmic. Now, there's no chairs or benches at Disneyland for this. So if you do the Blue Bayou package, they actually give you a seat cushion to sit on. So those are our seat cushions. That was actually a really nice, unexpected surprise. I've got my thermal detonator, my Coca-Cola bottle. I don't know if anybody else brought theirs home or not, but yes, I did bring mine home. This is a really kind of a neat story. Walt Disney World, with all the remodeling, has removed their animation academy, so you can't go in and draw. It pops up sometimes during the Arts Festival at Epcot, but it still exists at Disneyland, and Amber and Laurel were so excited. So they actually got to go in and draw the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. And they were very, very pleased with that. So that was really cool for them to be able to do. Let's see. My son brought home a mouse droid that's remote control. And yes, we do plan on having some fun with our animals with this later on. So that may pop up in another video here not too long from now. We brought home a couple of trees. My daughter brought home a giant sequoia, and yes, these are real trees, and you can plant these. And then we brought home a coastal redwood for my wife. Why a coastal redwood? Where the college we went to up in Scotts Valley, outside of Santa Cruz, was in the middle of the coastal redwoods. So this actually has a sentimental touch for us, and we do plan on planting those. Here's a nice little souvenir that you can actually pick up at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is a gift card, and yes, that is solid metal. You have to load $100 onto it to start with. But it is a gift card. You can spend it anywhere at any of the Disney parks. They just scan your little code, and I can show you that because really there's nothing left on it. Yeah, I spent it all. It comes in a really nice little cardboard, thick paper holder, but it's a nice free souvenir for you. And then I want to give you a good look at my pins, and Some of these have a story behind them. The dice is just a really cool item, and we actually bought that for a friend, and I got home and I was feeling those, looking, going, boy, I wish I bought another pair of those for me, but oh well. We've got some really nice pins here. The Beauty and the Beast ones are for my wife. This is actually one I got from Pinderella, and you're going to hear more about Pinderella here in a couple minutes. But that one's for my wife. This one is for my wife. I've got my Chip and Dale and my Donald and my regular Disneyland pin. These are the Star Wars pins that I was able to get. That are there for the opening. I've always loved Rex, and then wanted a couple for Batu. The nice thing with this one, you can't see it real well, is it actually opens up. So, very, very cool little pin. There are my two Oogie Boogie Bash pins. The nice large one there, which actually was much cheaper than I thought it would have been. And then the regular one for the party, so I had to get those. First year for the party, so that was really neat. I actually have a pin here that I think I might already have. You can see all my Jim Boy sauce hiding. But that one is specifically for people holding the Disney Visa card. So I got to double check, see if I've got the same pin from Walt Disney World already, or if it's different. I think it's different. My Disney Kingpins button I got. This is a series of limited editions that they released actually while we were there, which was very cool. Walking down Main Street, and then the pin store had these sitting out, and I was like, oh, gotta get those. So the next two are all brand new pins. And these are really cool. You've got the Evil Queen. And then this one's a little harder for you to see, but it is, there you can see our cat now. Just a very cool pin, but hey, chance to get a series of limited editions, I'll take them. And then a neat Wind in the Willows pin. And then one more for Halloween, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which is cool. Then, of course, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so hey, more Star Wars pins. So you got the Bounty Hunters, the TIE Fighters. This is actually a really kind of neat pin, because it's a film-like gel on it. So almost like they would make a cartoon with. And then one more, and this one also opens up, so you can kind of see the clear window there. And one more Nightmare Before Christmas limited edition with the mayor. But as far as trading, these are all the pins that I traded for. So yes, I did a good bit of trading. These are kind of the miscellaneous ones, and there's a couple in here that maybe fakes. I'm not sure if that one is real. I gotta finish checking it out. This is from Shanghai Disney, so it's another one I kind of want to check to make sure it's not a copy. You can hear my dog running around in circles in the background because she's being a goober. This one comes from Disneyland, and I think I actually have that one already, but I need to double check. This one has been copied, so I do need to check that. This is a series I've started. There's several more I don't have in it yet. The Mickey Head Churro, that's my son's pin. He probably got a fake on that one. But these are actually a new lanyard series. So there are two, I believe, I'm now missing. But those are all new. So I did pretty well on that set. These two chins actually finished my collection of those. So I'm excited about that. Completed that set there. This is another set that was popping up on lanyards. They actually sell these in a assortment pack that you can pick up at the parks, and I believe I'm missing one of those, so it is almost complete. My son started picking up these Oswald pins, and alas, they're from 2015, I believe, and it looked like, according to the sites, that these are probably copies. So kind of a bummer on those, but still kind of neat to get nearly a complete set. It's missing one or two pins, I believe just one. A couple hats that I really liked. Yes, even though they're fakes, by the way, we will be keeping them. We're not trading them back out. And then a couple that I was really surprised to see on lanyards. The Trooper is a basic pin, but still fairly nice. And then those I was really surprised were on lanyards. Just great pins. And then out trading with the pin traders outside, I was able to trade in a couple of my older pins that I didn't want, and got a couple very nice ones. Love the stained glass look on these pins here. They're just gorgeous. And then, of course, my favorite character, Figment. And this is a tough pin to get. So I was very excited when they offered to trade that one with me. It was like, yes, I'll definitely take that one. So those are the pins I traded for. Yeah, very, very pleased with the pin haul that the kids and I made this year. And, of course, the Jim Boy sauce. But then my daughter also ended up with one other very special thing. And we'll be talking about that story in one of our videos, the Quest for video. And that would be this. And you'll get to actually see her wearing this. But it is a pirate dress. Designed in the style of red in Pirates of the Caribbean. And you can see it is a very nice dress. It's an expensive dress. It's $130. But that was her big purchase. And she was so excited to be able to get it. It is a story, so watch for the video of me telling the story of how she got this dress, because she shouldn't have been able to get it. And then my son actually bought a Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. And the one that he bought had a slight defect on it. And then we found out they could ship it, so his is getting mailed home. But I'll show you a picture of what that looks like. So that is what we brought home. Oh, and let me show you what the others brought home, too.
Hi. Hi, SirWillow. It's Laurel.
And it's Aaron.
And we are shooting our Disney haul for you for everything that we got while we were on our amazing trip to California. Thank you so much, Alex.
We couldn't do this trip without you, Alex, so
No,
thank you.
it would not have been possible at all.
And also thank you to Leo for helping support some of the trip as well.
Yes, you supported some of our food and you supported some of our souvenirs, which was really awesome. And then I personally have a big shout out to Pinderella also for working with SirWillow to make sure that I got a lot of the pins that I wanted to commemorate the trip.
So some of the things I got here, first thing is I got a couple of shirts, and I made sure while I was at Disneyland I wanted to get a bunch of Disneyland specific things. This is probably the one item I bought that really didn't represent Disneyland all that much, but it was just so cool that I had to have it. So coming over here, I got another shirt. This one has Disneyland, and you can see it has the park layout, it says Disneyland twice there, and Disney's California Adventure. And my last shirt here, I got this exclusively from the Oogie Boogie Bash, and this shirt can only be bought at that party. Something else we got were these pins. Now, these pins were originally supposed to be purchasable only at the party, but I guess what a cast member told us is that they made so many of them that they started selling them outside of the party. So we didn't have to use up any of our party time to purchase these.
Okay, and some of the pins that I got was this limited edition of the Mayor of Halloween Town holding up a decree. This was a limited edition that actually got released while we were in the park, so that was really cool to be able to get it. Another pin that I got is the smaller version of the Oogie Boogie Bash logo that can be seen on the t-shirt and on the larger pins.
Some of the pins I bought is, oops, that fell. I got a 2019 Disneyland pin, and I picked this one because, again, it says Disneyland on it, and it had the year that we went on this trip. Now, I also got an Indiana Jones pin. This one I bought it to commemorate my favorite ride. I really loved the Indiana Jones ride, and it was definitely my favorite. This one I just thought looked really cool. It is a limited edition, and it is the Headless Horseman. And last but not least, I got this pin over here. It is the Haunted Mansion 50th Anniversary pin. Another limited edition, and I'll move it here so you can see it. It has a holographic front to it. Not sure how well it's coming through on the video, but it is there. We've got two special cups. One is a porg.
It's adorable. It has a cute little face. And these are really good cups too. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but these are solid ceramic cups. So they will last a while. They've actually got a pretty good amount of space inside. So this one was mine. And this one was Aaron's from the Yub Nub drink. And it's made of the same stuff, solid ceramic, so it's really heavy duty. Also, they both say first edition on the bottom here. And then this is one of the other cool things that they offer in Galaxy's Edge, and it's just a Coke bottle, but it's written in the language and the lettering that they actually invented for the movies. So that's really cool.
Now, my biggest purchase from this trip was this beauty right here. This is actually a Legacy lightsaber, and for all those Star Wars fans out there, you can probably already tell who this is. It's Darth Vader's lightsaber. And this actually costs the same amount as the ones you can build at Galaxy's Edge. It did cost about $220 is what I spent in total. For that, it already came in this case here, which is a really nice case that I really like. This here is solid metal. Here, it comes out, of course. Yeah. This here is solid metal. You can turn it on, and I think either it's not going to light up because the blade is not attached. I bought the 36-inch blade, and I decided to have it mailed to my house instead of having to carry it through the airport, just because it was only $8 for shipping, and I didn't really want to deal with it on the plane. But this was the nicest thing that I probably bought from this trip, and again, it's the same price as the one you can build, and I think when I picked this one up in comparison to the ones that were built, somebody who had built one was nice enough to let me hold theirs. This actually is a much stronger material because it does not come apart. Now, if you want to be able to customize your very own lightsaber and change your kyber crystals, that's what you're going to want to go with. But again, if you're looking for a replica from the movies, which I was, and I really wasn't interested in changing the blades out, or the colors of the blades, or the materials, so this is what I picked.
And here is our last little Star Wars friend, a Porg, to match the Porg mug. I couldn't resist. He's so fluffy and cute. I mean, he does look like he's perpetually frightened, but he is absolutely adorable. He's really squishy, and it does make a great souvenir because now I can just have this little thing sitting on my shelf. Okay, so one of my big things that I wanted when I walked into the party knowing it was Halloween time was this popcorn container of Oogie-Boogie's Head. And the cool thing is he actually lights up. I love it. And then I did eat all of the popcorn, and I filled his head with candy from our trick-or-treat trails, which this isn't even part of what we got. We got so much candy.
Yeah, a lot of candy.
So I got one of the official autograph pins by Disney. I got the princess version, and this is the one I used for most of the characters. You see it's topped with a little crown, and it's a clicky pen. But then I saw this one, and I had to get this one too. Another thing that I got for the year was every year they release a glow-in-the-dark slap bracelet for Halloween time. I do have last year's at home, so I decided to get this year's one as well. And this one is entirely Haunted Mansion themed, especially to celebrate the Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary. So I did get that also, so now I have both. A couple of the other things I got was I did get some t-shirts. I got this really cool graphic print one of Maleficent. I thought it looked really cool. It looks kind of like those neon lights that they have set up. And then I also got this one, which is a kind of hollow, shiny version of the castle with fireworks with rainbow shimmers. Another thing I got was this beautiful keychain. It is Belle's and Adam's Rose from Beauty and the Beast, and I am obsessed with keys. I love how they look, I love collecting them, I have a ton of them, so I got one more to add to my collection because it was really unique and really, really pretty. And one thing that I got to wear with my shirts is a hat. It is the Ice Cream Parlor Mickey Mouse hat that has a bite taken out of his left ear. Now, on to some of my favorite things, which would be pins and notebooks. I love stationery. So when I saw these notebooks that looked like the VHS tapes from the olden times, I had to get them. I thought that they were really cool looking. They looked like the VHS tapes from far away, and the cool thing is that when you open it, you actually have a picture of the tape on the inside. And then the very, very back has not only the description of the movie, but it also has the backside of the VHS tape. So I thought that was really cool. So I got two. I got Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. There are a lot more, and I will definitely be keeping my eye out for them.
I just wanted to show everybody what's on the inside.
Oh yeah, the pages are really, really cool. Because on the one side you have lined pages for writing, and on the other side you have graph paper. So these are actually really functional. One of the other things that I was really excited about, and I had to get it, was this. It looks like a tumbler, but the words seem a bit off because they're backwards. But if you turn it around, it says, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the backside of water. From one of my favorite rides, Jungle Cruise. I thought it was a fun little present, and I mean, it was just really cool. I had to get it. For my biggest thing that I am excited about, that I am grateful for, and these are my pins that I got. This is nearly every pin released this year for specifically 2019 or the Oogie Boogie Bash that you can buy outside of the party. And I do have to thank both SirWillow and Pinderella for coming together and making this happen. She's a super sweet lady. She and SirWillow talked about it, and he settled on a deal with her to get me all of these pins for a lower price so that I could have all of the souvenirs that I wanted, basically. They made sure that I didn't have anything left out from having this experience be the best experience. So on the top here we have 2 Disneyland pins. They're both rhinestones, so they're really pretty, they're really sparkly. And now we move on to some of the 2019 official pins, and I believe that this is all of them that they released this year.
Well, I've got the Mickey one over there, and I think that might complete the set.
Yeah, so he has the Mickey. This is another really cool one, and I'll turn it on its side so you can see. It has the signature Pixar ball, and these are all the Nightmare Before Christmas pins that they released this year. This one is just of Jack Skellington. It just says Jack on the top, and that is a really cool classic pin for anybody who loves Nightmare Before Christmas, like I do. And then we have kind of a shadowy Jack Skellington head with Sally in the background. And then last but not least, we have the Doctor petting his undead reindeer friends through a window. And the very last thing that I got was a jacket. And it's really cool. This was something else you had to buy only at the party. It does say Oogie Boogie Bash First Fright. And then on the back, it has the same logo as Aaron's shirt and our pins. So it has all of the villain main characters from this year, all of the featured villains, and of course, it's good to be bad. All right, so that was all of our Disneyland haul. It was an amazing experience for us since, especially for me, I've barely left the state of Florida. So it was really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for both of us to get to go there and have fun and really not have to worry about much. Once again, big thanks to Alex and Leo, because without you two, the amount of fun that we had and not worrying about everything, that would not have been possible without you guys. And also thank you so much to SirWillow's patrons also, because I know that you helped him out a lot for this trip too. So we had fun. We obviously got a lot of stuff that we had to cram in our suitcases to get home. That was fun. So I hope you guys have a magical day.
Bye.
So that's a look at everything that we brought home from Disneyland. Not too bad for a very tight, limited budget. Very blessed for all those who helped us out, helped us make this trip possible, and helped us bring home a few things for our family. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this look. If you want to know more about some of these things, let me know, and I'll be happy to respond and comment. I will get some pictures posted of all of the pins in detail for those who want to see it. They will probably show up on my Facebook page, so you can check that. And then all of my pictures from the trip, I've got about 1,500, almost 2,000 photos, plus another 600, 700 video clips that I'm digging through. That's my other big souvenirs, all that. So I will be getting those sorted through and all the pictures posted up in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, on my Smug Mug page. So be sure to look for that. In fact, almost all the photos I take at the parks are posted there. You can find it at sirwillow.smugmug.com. So I hope you enjoyed this look at our haul. It was an awesome haul and to go along with an awesome trip. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless.